What if I told you that on December 27, 1806, inside a cathedral, leaders made a decision that would change the fate of an emerging nation forever? A moment so politically charged, so divisive, that its aftermath echoes in the struggles of the Haitian diaspora today. What happened in that cathedral? And why has its truth been obscured? Today, we're unraveling a historic meeting held in the Port-au-Prince Cathedral in Haiti. Just months after the nation declared its independence, key players gathered to decide its future. But what was discussed behind those holy walls? And more importantly, what truths were left out of the official narrative? Stick around, because what happened that day has shaped generations. Let's rewind to 1804. Haiti had just become the world's first black republic and the first nation to abolish slavery entirely after defeating Napoleon's army. But freedom wasn't without fractures. Jean-Jacques Dessalines, the brilliant general who declared Haitian independence, was assassinated in October 1806. His brutal death split the nation into two rival factions. On one side, General Henri Christophe, a military mastermind, sought centralized power. On the other hand, Alexandre Pétion, champion of Republican ideals, envisioned Haiti as a democratic society. By late December, tensions boiled over. Leaders convened at a cathedral to decide the nation's course. It was meant to be a moment of unity. What it became was a power struggle rooted in fear, ideology, and ambition. The cathedral meeting. Historians say the meeting was held under the guise of negotiation. The agenda? To draft Haiti's first governing framework post-Dessalines. But behind closed doors, it wasn't just political debate. It was a battlefield of egos. Christophe pushed for a monarchy to consolidate authority, believing democracy wouldn't survive in a fragile, war-torn nation. Pétion opposed him, arguing for a government built on liberty and shared power. The congregation became a volatile mix of intellectuals, generals, and opportunists. A divided nation. While Pétion's camp controlled the southern regions, Christophe held the north with an iron fist. Their visions for Haiti weren't just personal, they represented two realities. The South aligned with former enslaved Haitians, longing for economic stability and smallholder farming. The North, however, leaned toward industrial labor controlled by the elite, reminiscent of the plantation economy. These ideological rifts were impossible to reconcile that day. The fragmentation decision. By the end of the meeting, unity was a distant dream. Sources suggest that while the leaders left with an agreement to form provisional governments, the seeds of division had already been sown. Christophe unofficially declared himself ruler of the North, crowning himself king in 1811. Pétion established a republic in the South. Thus began a tale of two Haitis, one ruled by hierarchy, the other by vulnerable democracy. Both would struggle to survive the colonial powers lurking nearby. Church as symbol and pawn. The choice of a cathedral for this pivotal meeting wasn't accidental. The church was central to Haitian society, but was also a convenient symbol of legitimacy. Both factions claimed divine favor, using religion to justify their governance. Yet, the church, historically tied to colonial rule, often acted as a mediator, not an ally to the Haitian cause. This meeting highlighted how faith could be both a unifier and a tool of political control. The hidden truth. What's most haunting about this event? The details are scarce for a reason. The cathedral meeting was never widely documented, an intentional act to bury its failures and prevent blame. What survived was propaganda from both sides, stories of villainy and heroism that would obscure the truth for centuries. Present-day impact. The divide born that December still lingers. Haiti's struggles with centralized power, economic disparity, and democratic fragility stem from choices made during its infancy. For the diaspora, understanding this history explains so much. Why does the North-South divide persist? Why does Haiti confront cycles of political instability? because its foundation was laid on broken compromises and ambitions unchecked. This is more than a story of history. It's a call to consciousness for the diaspora. The truth of what happened in December 1806 reminds us that unity is fragile yet essential. As descendants of this fractured legacy, we carry a responsibility to heal these generational wounds, to move beyond the myths and see the humanity and errors of our past leaders. If this story resonates with you, share it. Let's uncover more truths buried beneath the weight of history. Like, comment, subscribe, and join us on this journey to rewrite the narrative, one truth at a time. Until next time, remember, the past defines us only if we let it. Together, we reclaim it. Up next, the division of Haiti.